Alright guys, so in this video we're going to start to work on the articles down below, basically our grid of articles, and there's quite a bit of HTML here, quite a bit of markup. I'm actually going to just make this a little bigger so that you guys can read it better. So under the header, let's say home articles, and we're going to give, this is going to be a section, so we're going to use the HTML5 section tag, and we're going to give it an ID of home dash articles. And we're also going to create padding classes, so I'm going to give it a class of py-2 just to give it some padding on the top and bottom. And the way that these are set up is they're going to be a little different. So for instance, this first one, we're actually going to make this a grid within a grid so that we can align it this way. And then some of these will be adding a background color to. Some of them will have an image on the top, some on the bottom. So they'll be formatted a little bit differently. So let's create the first one, which is this one here, which again is going to be a grid within a grid. So let's put our heading first. We're going to say editors picks or editor picks. And then what I want to do is create a container for our grid. So we're going to call this one, let's call it articles, or yeah, articles, excuse me, articles container. And then each one is going to be an article tag, and I'm going to give it a class of card. So card is something you see often in frameworks like Bootstrap, where you have maybe a background like this and some padding, just something to put your content into rather than just having the text and images just floating there with just the background. Sometimes you'll have a colored heading, like maybe a background with a heading, something like that. But yeah, those are gonna be cards. So each one of these articles will have a class of card. And we're gonna put our first image in, which is gonna be in img/articles, and it's gonna be ent1. So this is an entertainment article. And this right here, this is going to be a grid container, and then this will be one grid item, and then we'll have a div that will have the rest of the stuff inside of it. So for instance, the category, which is going to have a class of category-ent. We'll say entertainment, and underneath that we're going to have our h3, our title, which is going to be a link, and it's going to go to article.html. We'll just say lorem5 for the article, or for the title rather. And then under the h3, we're going to put a paragraph, and we'll say lorem20. I think, is it 20? Yeah, it looks like 20. So that's going to be our first one, and if I save it and we take a look, the image is going to be giant because the images have a width of 100%. Now, one thing I forgot is the main container. You see how this is up against the edge like this because we didn't add the container class. So right under the section, I'm going to have a class of container that's going to wrap around everything. So we just want to take all this and cut that out and put that inside the container and save. And now you can see that there's some padding on the edge here, and it'll also align it to the middle. Okay, so let's add our next article. I'm just going to copy this. Now this one is not going to be its own grid, so we're talking about this right here. So we don't need to have this extra div. So we're going to take that out. We're not even going to have an image. We can take that out. And that should be good. Let's move this back a little bit, and the category is sports, so we're going to change this to sports and change this to sports, and we'll leave the title in the paragraph. Alright, so if we take a look, we should have something like this. The next one is going to be similar to what we just did, only it's going to have an image up top. So let's copy the one we just did and paste that in. And let me just fix this. So this one's going to have an image right above the category. So let's say image, and it's going to be img/, articles slash, and it's, what is it, technology, so we want tech1.jpg. And we'll change this to tech and this to technology. Okay, we'll save that. Let's make sure the image shows up, and then we have the content under it. So the next one is similar, except the image is at the bottom. So I'll just copy what we just did, and let's paste that in. And we're just going to take, the image is actually going to be, let's see, what is this? This is sports, so this is going to be sports1.jpg, but we're going to move this to the bottom of the article. So right under the paragraph. And we'll change the category. Change this right here. Good. And then the next one is this one here, which is basically the same thing as this, just a different image. So we'll go ahead and copy that one with the tech1 image and paste that in, and we'll change this to tech2. Okay, next one is going to be this, which doesn't have an image or anything like that. So I'll copy the one that we did with no image, which is the second one. So this is the first one, this is the second one, and we'll put that right here. Okay, but this is going to be, it is sports, so we can actually leave that. And then this last one is similar to the first one in that it's going to be a grid within a grid. So let's copy the first one. I know this is a lot of markup, and hopefully it's not too confusing. If you want, you can just get the finished files from the first lecture of this section, and you can just copy this whole thing. I probably should have said that before. But yeah, this is going to be ENT2, only I want to take the image and put it after the div. So put the image right here. All right, so we'll save that, and if we take a look, it's going to look pretty bad. It's just all, all in one line because we haven't added the grid yet. So let's jump into Style CSS, and let's start to add our grid. Actually, first thing I'm going to do is add the utility classes, like the card class. So let's see. We'll go right below the buttons and say card. I'm going to give this a background of white, and let's do a padding of 1 rem. So if we save that, now you can see that each one of these articles, they're all wrapped in the white container or white card. So I think, yeah, we'll leave that for now, and then we'll go back down and let's style our home articles. Okay, so we have an ID of home-articles, and remember we have a class in there called articles-container, and that's what we want to set the grid on. That's going to be the grid parent. Okay, and then as far as the template columns, we're going to say grid template columns, and we're going to set repeat, and we want 3 1FR. So if I save that, automatically they're going to set to 3 in a row. Now I want some spacing in between, so let's add a grid gap of 1 rem. And whoops, yeah, there we go. Okay, so now we have some spacing, and I mean that's not too bad itself. But what I do want to do is, like I said, turn this one into its own grid and then span it over one. Okay, so just to give it, a little bit of style. So we can grab onto this without giving it a special class by using first child. Okay, same with the last. We want this to do the same thing. So what I'll do is I'll go down and I'll say home-articles container. Now I want the first article, right? So I could say article first dash child. I could do that, but what if I wanted to change it to a div or something? I think I'm going to make this a little more flexible, and I'm going to use an asterisk here, meaning any any element. Okay, it doesn't have to be an article, but I only want the direct child, so I'm going to use the greater than. Okay, so we're just saying anything, whatever this is, even if this was changed to a div, we're still going to target this first element here and only this first one. So let's add display grid to this, and we're going to add grid dash template columns, and we just want to repeat. We want to repeat to 1FR. So we want basically the image is going to be in 1FR, and then the text, the div with the text will be in 1FR. And let's just add a grid dash gap, and let's say 1 rem, and save that. All right, so what we've done here is we've turned this item, the first child, into a grid, and we've set it to repeat to 1FR with some grid gap. Now, obviously, this doesn't look very good. What we need to do is span this across. Okay, we want it to take up 2 columns. So what I can do is, let's see, we'll just put it right in here. So we'll say grid dash column from 1. We want to span it 2 across. So we'll save, and there we go. It spans across. Now the image is kind of up too far. I want to basically center it. So I'm going to add a line dash items to the center. And we'll save that. Now the image is in the center. Okay, so I want to do basically the same thing to the last. So I'm going to copy this whole thing right here and just put a comma, paste that in, and change this to last child so that we can target that, and save, and now you can see we get the same thing. Now, actually, you know what? We need to, right now we're saying start at 1 and span 2. And that's not what we want, because we want it to start here. So we actually want it to start at 2 and span 2. So we're going to have to also just grab this, go down here, and take this and say we want to start at 2 and span 2. So we'll go ahead and save that, and there we go. So now it's put in this place. All right, so that looks pretty good. Last thing, we want to add our background classes and our padding classes. So this should have background dark, this should have background primary, and we also need the padding classes, because this right here is just too close to the showcase. Remember, we added the py2 class. So let's go up top, and we're going to add in all the background classes, which we're going to have 3. So let's say bg-dark, and we're going to do a background. We'll use our dark color variable, and let's do a color white. All right, and let's go ahead and just we'll go ahead and copy this down twice. Let's change this to primary, and change this to secondary. Okay, and then we'll add our padding classes. So I'm going to do py, let's do class py-1, and for padding for this, I'm going to do 1.5, 1.5 rem top and bottom. Copy this down a couple times. This one will be 2, and then this one will be 3. And we'll change these to 2 and 3, and then I'm going to copy this, and we also want padding classes for all around, which will be P1, P2, and P3, and then we'll just take the 0 away, which will make it padding all the way around. Okay, so those are our padding classes. So let's save that. Now we haven't added the BG color yet. You can see the padding is now there, but let's add our BG color classes, or BG backgrounds. So let's see, we have the first one, which is right here. The second one, I'm going to give a class of bg-dark, save it, and let's see, that didn't work. Why didn't that work? Class bg-dark. Is it because of the card? Dark color, background, bg-dark. Article class bg-dark. I'm not sure why that's. Oh wait a minute, I put it on this one. That's the wrong one. It's going to be right here. There we go. Okay, so we have an issue here. The heading is not white. Even though we put color white, we have to specifically target the heading, or if there's any links, we also want to set those to white. So actually what I'm going to do is just create a bunch of styles here. We'll do bg-dark h1, bg-dark. Sorry about the length of this video, guys. We're just doing quite a bit here. Whoops, that should be bg primary. Nope, bg-dark. We're doing let's just do h1, h2, and h3. And I know we only have an h3, but we might use bg-dark somewhere where there's an h1 or an h2 as well. So I'm just trying to make this scalable, basically. And then let's take care of any links. So bg-dark A. And then let's take care of the primary and secondary backgrounds. So I'll paste this in. Let's do primary. Paste that in. Secondary. By the way, I'm using Control D to select the next one down. And then we'll just set that to color white and save. And now you can see that the heading is white. So I want this one right here to have the BG primary. So let's go back. So it's the second to last one. So this is the last article. Let's go to the second to last and say BG-primary and save. And there we go. So that looks pretty good. And obviously it's not responsive yet. We're going to get to that probably last, but I think that looks decent. So in the next video, what I want to do is take care of the footer, which we're also going to use the grid in. We're basically going to have 5 items. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the 5th one we're going to span all the way across like that. All right, so I'll see you in the next video.